Hey, doesn't it make zero sense to give someone $100 as a baby gift? I just gave a single bib. I mean, it's a disposable thing, right? Spending that kind of money on it? Seriously, being working class must be rough. When you're at our level, it's not about things, it's about giving off a sense of ease. Honestly, babies are basically just crying little decorations at first. It's not like they give back anything. You might want to rethink how you're saying that. That's kind of messed up. Why? I'm just being real. If you drop that much cash and don't even get a thank you, that's a loss. Giving birth is life-threatening, and a gift is about the thought. You're totally brushing that off. Reality matters more than feelings. When I had my son, I had to spar 8 times a week for postpartum care. I'm telling you, hiring pros for parenting is the most efficient way. That's how people with money raise their kids. Still, even in that kind of environment, I think a mom's attitude leaves a mark on the child. My kid's doing great, even though I leave everything to the daycare staff, so there's no problem. Honestly, isn't letting your life revolve around your kid kind of a loser move? I straight up tell my son, Mommy doesn't need to do housework or parenting. Wait, you seriously tell him that? Totally serious. My husband even tells me I want you to stay beautiful and elegant. Have you actually thought about how your child's going to turn out? I know it's not my place, but it's kind of worrying. Yeah, must be one of those things regular folks just can't understand, right? I can only live at my own level, you know? I see. Well, if you're truly happy with that, then okay. Wow, was that some shade? Oh no, are you jealous? No, I'm not. I just got a little concerned because you're leaving literally everything about your child to other people. No need to worry. I'm a CEO's wife, so I'm not like everyone else. Struggles? Never heard of them. Stella, do you have a second? There's something that's been on my mind. Huh? What is it? Did one of my posts blow up for being too glamorous or something? No, it's about the personal WhatsApp messages during daycare hours. When they keep coming in, it affects how I communicate with other parents. Come on, we've been friends forever, right? You could just reply like normal. I do love that we're friends, but during work hours, it's a bit tricky with my role. That sounds so uptight, and honestly, being treated like one of the other moms feels weird. Sorry, but I do think it's important to draw the line as a staff member. Wait, did another teacher see it and get mad? Who was it? No, it's not that. It's just something I personally started feeling uneasy about. Well, it doesn't bother me, but if it's bugging you, just leave me on red or whatever. The problem is, then I can't tell if it's a work message or not. That's why I'm telling you this. Whatever, fine, but I am super busy too, you know, so don't come crying when you miss me. I'll do my best not to, but really, thanks. Lily, you're way too stiff. Don't treat our friendship like it's part of your job. I'm sorry, it's just because I trust you that I wanted to ask properly. Well, since you put it that way, I'll let it slide this time. I'm generous like that. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Oh, but I'm totally telling my husband I can still message just you, okay?
Yeah, no, please don't make it a couples thing.
Just kidding. But honestly, if something ever happens, you're still the first person I turn to.
I appreciate that, but just please keep it outside of work hours.
Got it. I'll treat you to a tea date sometime then. And you better tell me all the juicy stuff going on at the daycare.
Now that I'm totally down for. Can't wait.
Lily, got a second? I've got something I need to ask you.
Yes?
So, my kid's preschool has been calling me a ton lately. And I'm not talking once or twice, it's non-stop. Do you know anything about it as a teacher? I'm just curious.
Stella, I've told you this before, but I really can't answer personal questions about the school over WhatsApp. With my position, I'm not allowed to do that. There was a similar issue not long ago, and I thought I made that clear back then too.
Come on, don't be so uptight about it. Come on, your high school friend ends up being your kid's preschool teacher. That's usually like a wow, how cool kind of moment, right? A little special treatment wouldn't hurt anybody.
Sorry, but if you don't go through the official line, it could cause all sorts of problems. I have to be fair to everyone. Right now, I'm talking to you as a teacher, not a friend. I really need you to understand that.
Geez, seriously, this is such a pain. What's so wrong with just asking over WhatsApp? I'm busy too, you know. Come on, we're friends, right? It's not like I'm going to snitch to the director or anything. I'm seriously overwhelmed right now. Being a CEO's wife is way more demanding than people think. Today, I'm out having lunch at a luxury hotel. Answering calls would totally ruin the vibe, you know?
I saw it on social media. There were 3 types of appetizers in your lunch photo, and your story said afternoon spa.
Oh, you saw that? Yep, that's my job. My mission is to be seen. As a CEO's wife, I have to stay graceful and composed at all times. That kind of presence really boosts my husband's morale.
Personally, I think being hands-on with parenting earns way more respect. When a mom shows she's there for her child, that's what lets the husband do his best out there too.
Wow, okay, that hit kind of hard. You're making me sound like a bad mom now.
Alright then, just this once I'll tell you, but this is the last time, so listen carefully. The calls from the preschool were about something serious with your son. It's about violence.
Huh? Wait, what? Anthony? Violence? That's insane. I can't believe that.
Yeah, the truth is, your son, Anthony, has been kicking me in the stomach.
What?
I told him to stop so many times, but he just wouldn't listen at all. I couldn't raise my voice or anything, and I was honestly at a loss. It got to the point where we couldn't ignore it, so the school decided to officially contact the parents.
Wow, hold on, wait, are you seriously calling that violence? Aren't you all being a little too sensitive? Maybe it's not actually that big of a deal, you know?
I'm not brushing this off like it's not that bad.
But come on, he just kicked a teacher a little. No need to make such a big deal out of it, right? He's a kid, and it was just a kick to the stomach. Don't make it a whole thing. I've had boys smack me on the back before, and I just laughed it off. Honestly, calling over something like this kind of makes it seem like you're not doing real work, you know?
That's not it. This goes beyond typical rowdy kid behavior. We even mentioned it in the newsletter, remember? I'm pregnant and about to go on maternity leave. I thought you'd read it.
Oh, that? I think I saw something like that, but I didn't really read the whole thing, to be honest. Wait, you're already going on leave? So you must be pretty far along then, huh?
Yeah, I'm 8 months along now, and I was planning to go on full leave once I hit month 9. My bump is really showing. And we even explained to the kids that they should be gentle with me since there's a baby in my belly, you know? And even after that, Anthony kept kicking me in the stomach.
Even if he kicked you, it's not like it was some full-power adult kick, right? A little kid's leg isn't that strong. It was probably just a light smack with his tiny foot or something. Honestly, calling that violence just feels off to me.
That's exactly why it's dangerous, because kids don't know how to control their strength. Saying he didn't mean it is just brushing it off irresponsibly. And Anthony knew I had a baby in my belly when he did it. It wasn't once or twice, he kept doing it, almost like he was aiming for it. It really broke me down emotionally. This isn't something we can call a slip-up or just being rowdy. That's why the school decided to speak to you directly, Salah.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Did Anthony really kick you that many times?
Yeah. Even when I asked him to stop, he wouldn't.
That's hilarious. Anthony actually kicked you, huh? Kids are so literal. It's funny how pure they are sometimes, you know?
Excuse me, what are you even trying to say with that?
So, I told my kid that there's not a baby in your tummy, but a soft, fluffy balloon instead. Cute, right? Because, you know, balloons are fun when they pop. I said if he kicked it, candy might come flying out, and Anthony's eyes lit up.
What? Wait a second. Are you seriously saying that out loud right now? That's beyond a joke. How could you tell your son something so crazy? I can't believe this.
Come on, it was just a joke. No need to freak out over it. You're taking it so seriously with a kid. That's kind of sad, honestly. Still, I didn't think Anthony would believe it that much. Kids really are pure, so innocent, it's kind of funny.
This isn't something you can just laugh off. You caused the situation with your own carelessness. You know kids take what adults say literally at that age. Why would you plant such a dangerous idea? There are some things you can joke about and some things you absolutely cannot. You should know the difference.
Wow, okay, why are you so mad? Are you just trying to blame me or something?
That's not it. We were lucky the director came right away. But honestly, thinking about what could have happened still makes my legs shake. The baby is okay, somehow. But if the kick had landed even a little differently, I could have lost the pregnancy.
Come on, don't make it sound so dramatic. No one expects something so serious to happen just from a little kick from a kid. We're talking about a child's kick, right? Even at full force, those tiny feet aren't that strong. It's not like an adult kick. It can't cause that much damage.
That just a little is exactly what can be life-threatening. Why don't you understand that? Now I finally get why Anthony didn't stop even after all the warnings. It was because his own mother was feeding him weird ideas. Anthony wasn't the one at fault. I really didn't want to say all this, but I've hit my limit. The school has officially decided to give you a formal warning as a parent.
Wow, seriously? You're suddenly getting all intense? That's kind of hilarious. You can warn me all you want, but do you really think someone like me is going to listen to that? You're pathetic.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you even realize who I am right now? My husband owns his own company. He's a real CEO. And I am his wife.
Of course I know that. You've gone on and on about your title and your husband's job more times than I can count. But no matter what your status is, I'm going to fulfill my responsibility as a teacher who looks after children. I have no intention of giving anyone special treatment.
Oh wow, still so uptight as always. Come on, deep down you must feel a little grateful, right? You know how much our family's done for this school?
What?
When our son enrolled, my husband made a huge donation. How much? 50 grand in cash. Impressive, right? Thanks to that, the school's got new equipment and even fixed up a few classrooms. That deserves a little appreciation, don't you think? And yet, you're yelling at someone as generous as me. Kind of makes me think we might forget next year's donation.
Wait, are you seriously trying to threaten me right now? Donations are supposed to be voluntary. If you start demanding favors in return, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? The school has clear rules in place. And I would never let a donation influence how I make decisions.
Wow, you sound so preachy, acting all tough like you're in love with your own words. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. But hey, after all that, the baby's fine, right? Since it didn't blow up into a big deal, maybe we should just let it go now. What's the point of waving your moral flag around like that?
Then what exactly are you trying to say? That even though my unborn baby was physically attacked, and I didn't get a single apology from the mother, I should just stay quiet? Whether as a mom or a teacher, I refuse to let that kind of irresponsibility slide.
Oh great, here we go, the noble speech contest. This whole dramatic mood is killing what was supposed to be a nice tea break. It's seriously annoying.
Excuse me?
You always blow everything way out of proportion. It was just a kid stretching his leg and you act like it's the end of the world. What are you even trying to prove? I'd rather focus on the positive than get hung up on stuff that's small. You've got to have the grace to just laugh off the little things kids do. Besides, I am a CEO's wife. If you keep pushing me, who knows what might happen?
You're not going to be a CEO's wife much longer.
What?
That's how it's always been, right? You've used your CEO's wife title to bulldoze through anything inconvenient. But that title, I think it's about to be stripped away real soon. Starting today, things won't go your way anymore.
What? Where is this even coming from? That's way out of left field. I don't get it.
That husband you're always bragging about, the one you flaunt like a trophy, he said he's divorcing you. The CEO's wife thing ends today. From now on, you're just a plain old woman. You might want to rethink that bossy attitude. It won't work on people anymore.
What? What are you talking about? No one said anything to me about this. Divorce? What are you talking about? This is so sudden, I don't even understand. Not being a CEO's wife anymore? That messes up my entire life plan.
Your husband's actually here at the school right now.
What? You went behind my back and called him about Anthony? Seriously? That's completely against the rules. I've told you 100 times, don't contact my husband.
Relax, I didn't tell him anything. I haven't said a word or sent a single message. He came here today on his own. It was entirely his decision.
Wait, he came on his own? Why now?
He came to officially tell the school he's divorcing you. And yeah, the reason's pretty obvious, but he made it clear he's not even interested in talking it out. Also, he said he's kicking you and Anthony out of the house. As for the school, he said Anthony will be withdrawn by the end of the month. He came in person to start the withdrawal process.
What? Hold on, this is way too much. I can't even process what you're saying right now. Divorce? Pulling Anthony out of school? No one told me anything. Who gave him the right to decide all that?
To be honest, Anthony's become kind of difficult to handle here. He's been hurting other kids too, and the staff has been constantly on edge. The school's contacted you multiple times, right? You can't seriously say you didn't notice.
Of course I got the calls a few times, but come on, all kids go through a wild phase. I assumed you folks were letting him off the hook. I never thought that would be the reason for my husband wanting a divorce. Wait a minute, you all definitely said something to him, didn't you? You fed him some story behind my back, didn't you?
Wow, so you really had no idea what was happening, huh?
What do you mean?
Sure, kids acting out physically happens sometimes. Some just haven't learned self-control yet and end up lashing out at their friends. But Anthony's different. He deliberately targets kids who are weaker than him.
So basically, he's a natural-born leader. He's got a bright future ahead.
What are you even saying? There's a kid who gets bitten by him all the time.
Well, that kid probably asked for it. Maybe getting roughed up by my son will help toughen him up.
Would you say that in front of that child's parent? Because that parent happens to be a key business partner of your husband's.
What? A business partner?
Yeah, seems like it. Even we didn't know that part until recently. But last week, your husband suddenly showed up at the school. He said he wanted to personally apologize to the child Anthony bit and to the parents as well.
What?
Right after the other parents showed up to pick up their child, he dropped to his knees at the school entrance and begged for forgiveness. His face was pale. It was intense.
What? My husband got down on his knees. You've got to be kidding.
After that, they had a meeting in the office with the principal. In the end, the other parent agreed to forgive him. But your husband still insisted Anthony had to be withdrawn from the school, and that he was divorcing the wife who couldn't even raise their son properly.
What is that supposed to mean? No one told me any of this, and I'm not agreeing to a divorce. No way. Why should I get divorced over something my kid did?
You'll have to take that up with your husband. I imagine he'll be handing you the divorce papers sometime today.
No way!
Anyway, my break's over. Talk to you later.
Wait. You can't just leave me hanging like this.
Even if you say so, there's nothing I can do.
Yes, there is.
What?
You're a preschool teacher, right? Fix this somehow. Smooth it over. Just say Anthony's behavior was harmless roughhousing or something.
Excuse me?
Or just say it was overly enthusiastic play with the other kid. Just don't make it sound like my son did something wrong. That way, my husband won't feel the need to apologize, and I won't have to deal with divorce.
Not happening. This isn't just between the kids anymore, it's between parents now. This is way beyond what a regular preschool teacher can handle.
You've got to be kidding me. That's neglecting your job.
Coming from you, who dumped all the parenting on everyone else, please. I'm all for gentle parenting, but you still have to teach your kid at least the basics of right and wrong.
That's your job, isn't it? You're the one who should have told Anthony not to hurt people.
Our job is to support, not replace you. Most of the real guidance has to come from you, the mother.
Even if you say so, Anthony is just a kid. There's no way he's going to listen. You, my husband, that other parent, what is with all of you? Who cares if they're a business partner? My kid's only 5.
Are you seriously about to throw a tantrum now?
Shut up! He's just a kid. Can't people cut him some slack? If you expel my son, I can't just ignore this.
I'll be filing a police report.
What?
You can't just ignore this? Well, good. Because I'm not ignoring this either.
What? Wait, what do you mean a police report? What?
Do you know how your husband even found out about the violence? Back when we hadn't said a single word to him yet. He suddenly showed up at the school out of nowhere.
Wait. Now that you mention it, how did he find out so perfectly on time? I never talk about school stuff at home. And I've definitely never mentioned any of Anthony's problems to him.
Here's the thing, Anthony, he's actually pretty sneaky. He waited until no one was watching and only bit certain kids. Of course, that made one parent suspicious. They thought they needed to gather evidence, even if they weren't keen on it. So, they made a tough call to hide a tiny voice recorder in their child's pocket. After they started sending it daily, they finally caught clear audio of what happened.
Wait. Are you serious? This is like something out of a TV show.
But it's true. That audio recording ended up by chance getting to one of your husband's business clients. And from there, it made its way to your household. After hearing the recording, your husband came to the school looking pale as a ghost. He apologized at the front entrance before anyone even said a word. And actually, that recorder didn't just capture the injured child's screams. It also picked up my voice, loud and clear. My voice trying to hold it together every time I got kicked. My pathetic voice just trying to protect my baby while pregnant.
What? That's solid evidence. Oh no.
Out of kindness, the parents shared the recording with me too. I didn't know what to do with it at first, but I knew I couldn't let it slide. So I've decided to file a formal police report against you and Anthony based on that audio.
No way. Wait, come on. That's way too much. You don't have to get all legal about it. We can just talk this out, right?
But Stella, didn't you tell your own son that it's okay to kick the teacher's belly? That actually counts as incitement. It's not just a child's mistake anymore.
What?
Your husband sincerely apologized to us. His apology, even his tears, they were real. He encouraged me to go ahead and file the reports. He also said that he takes responsibility too.
No, this can't be real. Why is this happening? Lily, please, come on. We used to be such good friends. I don't want something like this to ruin everything. My husband might even ask for a divorce today. And now a police report too? That's just cruel. You understand, right? Right? We're friends, aren't we?
I'm filing it. Before I'm your friend, I'm a person, and I can't forgive this. Your attitude, your way of thinking, it's only going to keep hurting the people around you, including your child. That's why I decided to draw the line properly.
No, I can't believe I'm losing everything over this.
The director also said it's too dangerous for me to keep working, so she encouraged me to start my maternity leave today. So I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. Because you're probably going to have to leave this town. Your husband's kicking you out of the house.
No, how did it end up like this? Divorce? No, that has to be a joke. I just didn't understand what was happening, that's all.
I'm going to move forward now and focus on the new life growing inside me. I don't need your shadow in my life anymore. By the time you realize your mistakes, there might not be anyone left standing beside you. But that's something you brought on yourself. It's no one else's fault. I'm moving forward. I'm not going back to the past. Goodbye, Stella. You and I are walking separate paths now. It's been a few months since Anthony's withdrawal from the preschool was finalized. That day, Stella was strutting around as the proud CEO's wife, but now she's apparently unrecognizable. The divorce went through fast. The reason wasn't Anthony's violence, but rather Stella's own attitude that led up to it. Her husband claimed that Stella would only ruin Anthony's future. And then he left her with nothing. He took the house and all the assets and kicked her out. So, where is she now? She went back to her parents' house, but still acted like some kind of princess. I didn't do anything wrong. It's everyone else's fault my kid won't listen. That kind of attitude sparked fights with her parents, and eventually she and her mom were screaming at each other. Now, no one wants to be around her. And I even heard they set up a Stella-only isolation room in the house. As for Anthony, he's become completely unmanageable. His language is rough, the tantrums are worse, and even the support center he was going to said they can't work with him without parental cooperation. Back then, Stella laughed as she told her son I had a balloon in my tummy. She probably never imagined that her own life would end up shriveling like a deflated balloon, fading into something so pitiful. As for me, I've since given birth to a healthy baby girl. I spend each day with love and responsibility, doing my best to raise her well. Raising kids isn't about those shiny posts on social media. There's something truly beautiful behind the messy, dirt-covered reality of it all.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.